Hello everybody and welcome to my first YouTube video in my video game collection. Today we're gonna be reviewing the Nintendo Wii and the Nintendo Wii U games. And don't worry about them, I'm gonna be showing you my other games in the part 2. So let's start with this one. This is Sonic Colors for Nintendo Wii. I know it's such a classic game, but the controllers include the Wii Remote, the Nunchuck, the Classic Controller, and the GameCube Controller. This is why it's called a Classic. And here's the disc. And it even concludes the instruction booklet. Nice. Yeah, you know, when I first played this game, it feels like I'm amazed to see how they done it. And I think I like it. So let's move on to the next one. Alright, we got Sonic Lost World for Nintendo Wii U. And it even comes with DLC. And it includes Into the Nightmare. But I don't got the DLC anymore. So it's compatible with the gamepad. And its co-op mode is supported. And even got the Versus Race. It's a new color palette, and some new moves. And we got a disc. That includes the Wii U logo. So that's all I need to show you with this game. But we gotta keep going with Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform. Yeah, it's just like a racing game. But it's like you're racing on the water and air. Because you can't transform into a boat or plane. And this is a bonus edition. It comes with the new tracks, new stickers, and a new character, Metal Sonic. Oh, and this goddamn Capatre and Wreck-It Ralph. And it got some exclusive features on Nintendo Wii U. And this is a disc. It's got Sonic on it with his car. Alright, next one. Okay, now we have Angry Birds Trilogy. It's got 3 games and so many levels. And this one's a classic. And we got this for it. Yeah, it's got 3 stars. Of course, it was created by Ravio. It's a launching game where you launch birds. And we got Speed Racers, the video game for Nintendo Wii. Another racing game. Where you can drive on tracks in the different worlds. Created by Warner Brothers. And here we have the disc. It's all blue and shiny. That's why I like it. And we got Sega Superstar Tennis. And it's a sports game. You'll play tennis with your friends in a 2-player game. And we got the disc. And it's all gray. So I don't know why it's gray. And we got another Wii U game, Car Street Driven to Win. It was developed by Disney and Warner Brothers. And it comes with new characters. And some new races. Plus it got new weapons. And here's the disc. It's red and it's got 2 characters. Yeah, such a classic Disney game. And we had new Super Mario Bros. U. And it also includes new Super Luigi U. It's a 4-player game, but it's got gamepad features. Yeah, and it has 2 games. So we got a disc with the 2 titles. Yeah. You got a lot of Wii U features on this thing. And now we're back to the Wii games. We got SpongeBob 2 4 Squared. Yeah. This is the game where you play as SpongeBob and Plankton. And it's got a motion control plus for the Wii Remote. You could go through so many memories as levels. And well, come on. Sorry. And here's the disc for the game. Yeah, so well, I played this game for a long time and well, I enjoyed it. And we got to our stop. And this is the GameStop version of this box. So here's the disc. And it's all blue, it's got the yellow logo on it. So cool. And this is the PlayStation box. I have no idea why they put a Wii game in this thing. And we got Rayman Raving Rabbids 2. It's a 4-player party game. You can travel around the world and play mini games. And you could also customize the rabbits. This is why it's a party game. And we got a disc. It's all black, but it's got a yellow color on the top. Could be a safe thing to surfs up. You know, I like how the bunnies are wacky and stupid. And they're always funny. Anyway, let's move on. We got Hot Wheels Track Attack. Yeah, it's a racing game where you pick your cars and race into different worlds. Plus, they got modification on some cars. Yeah, you can customize them. And there's the disc for this game. It's got the art on it. Yeah, well, you can steer with the Wii wheel. And, well, it's like you drive a car. And we got Epic Mickey 2 for the Wii U. And this is a different version of the GameStop box. And we got a disc for the game. So, let me tell you something. This is the game where you make a choice. Where you chose thinner or paint. Or if you chose good or bad. So, it's a 2-player game where you play with your friend. And you can use a brush and you can spray paint or thinner at the enemy. And the second player can use the remote to fire electricity to electrify them. So that's why it's a friends game. And here's Nicktoons The Glob of Doom. And sorry about the fact I have to turn it on because it was haunting here. So, it's about the heroes who was about to save the world from the dangerous globs. And they had to save different worlds to stop the evil creator who made these things. Anyway, we got the disc for the game, and it's green, it's got logo because it's blue, and it's got characters on it, so... Oh, I enjoy this game, especially when I fight these guys, even some boss fights. Anyway, here's Plays the video game, and it's a fly game where you can fly around the world and explore new areas. And it's from above the world of cars. And you can play as your favorite characters from this movie. Here's the game. It's such a classic. Now, I should tell you that this game has motion control in it. So, you gotta pay attention to what you're flying in this game. And then we got Batman Arkham Origins for Nintendo Wii U. And believe me, this is the first Arkham game I ever played. So it's like you're a superhero, where you do a patrolling to protect the city and fight bad guys. And we got this for the game. Yeah. When you play the game, you can look it down on your gamepad and you can see there's a map on it. When you're playing it on the screen. True story. Next up we have Spider-Man Friends or Foe for Nintendo Wii. And I'm sure that I have these boxes for the game. And well, we got this for the game. It's got Spider-Man and the Green Goblin himself. Plus, there's a little scratch over there. But don't worry about it. So it's like you play as a hero and playing the villain. It's like they team up to fight out who's causing this destruction. And we got Ben 10 Galactic Racing. And it's a Cartoon Network racing game. You can play as your favorite characters and aliens. Plus you got a bunch of aliens and 2 human beings. Yeah. So it's like you're racing across the different planets to win. Oh, and by the way, here's a disc for the game. So, when you play this game, it's like you're trying to get a hang of it. So, no big deal. Anyway, on to another racing game, Madagascar Karts. It's a DreamWorks game I ever played. You can play as your favorite characters in this film. Plus, it's got 2 bonus tracks, including Shrek and Monster vs. Aliens. And it's also include the Wii Wheel. Alright, so here's a disc for the game. Yeah. It's got a bunch of different modes. It's got 50cc, 100cc, 150cc, and 200cc. Which is a mirror mode. Yeah. It's got too fast for me. Alright, next up we have Turbo Super Stunt Squad. Another DreamWorks racing game. You can play as your favorites now, and well, you can drive through the small tracks on the whole big world. So, here's a disc for it. Yeah, it's got different controllers. Plus, it's got a horizontal mode and a nunchuck. This is how people play it in co-op. And next up we have Ben 10 Protectors of Earth. Yeah. It's the adventure game where you can fight bad guys and save the world. And you can use the watch called the Omnitrix. You can turn to aliens to fight bad guys, you know. And we got this for the game. It's green and shiny. Yeah. And also it's a co-op game, so friends can team up if they joined the game. Yeah. Gotta love the classic. And we got the Grim Adventures of Billy and Maddie. So yeah, it's a fighting game where you can fight each other and beat the crap out of it. Yeah, it's a 4-player game. It also includes a nunchuck and a secret GameCube controller. It's got some features. And we got this for the game. I know it looks crooked, but I'm sure you don't worry about it. I mean, it still works. And we got Assassin's Creed 3 for Nintendo Wii U. Yeah, it's like it's an exploring game. Yeah, you can play as this guy in the different scattered memories of the World War. Yeah, I played this game before, but I didn't finish the story, so you know, here's a disc for the game. Yeah, this is why Ubisoft made those kind of things. And we got Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures 2, and it's a Pac-Man game where you can play as a single player, plus you can play as a different characters. And we got the disc for the game. So, this is the only game I played. Anyway. Next up is Donkey Kong Country Returns for Nintendo Wii. And it's the adventure game where you go on to adventure to get the bananas back for the tikis. Oh, by the way, the first player gets to play as Donkey Kong, while the second player gets to play as Diddy Kong. It's a co-op game. And we got this for it. Yeah. It's a classic co-op game where you can work together to defeat the bosses and the bad guys. And next up we have Star Wars The Clone Wars Lightsaber Duel. And it's a fighting game where you can fight each other in an epic battle. Yeah, it's like you're holding the Wii remote, you know, and you can wield it as a lightsaber. Oh, and don't worry about the rest on this thing. So you could fight against your friends in the epic battle to a different stage. And there's a disc for it. And it's also got the favorite characters of the series. So, moving on. So we got Kung Fu Panda Showdown for Nintendo Wii U. And I'm sorry, I got every version of this box from GameStop. So, we got the disc for the game. And it says Shadow Legendary Legends. I missaid that title. So it's a 4-player game and another fighting game. So it's a classic. And next up we got Mario Striker Charge for Nintendo Wii. And it's another sports game. You could play soccer against a team. Plus we got special abilities. And we got this for the game. So it's another 4-player game where you can play as a team. Or fight against each other to win the game. So, don't get carried away. And the next up is the Wii U game. It's called Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, you can explore the whole new world in 3D. Except it doesn't pop out on the screen. Plus, it got new powers and some new characters. You can play as them. You can float, control easily, jump high, and dash quickly. It's for the fun level, so it's a 4-player game. So we got this for the game, and well, it sounds like everybody enjoyed it. And so do I. So, on to the next one. And we got Cartoons Mario Tall Tales for Nintendo Wii. And believe me, there are every sort of GameStop boxes. And here is... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, the game box is upside down for no reason. So, here's the disc for the game. And well, this is a silly thing I ever had. Alright. I think that's enough for it, so let's just carry on. And we got Lego Star Wars 3. And I got it for the friend's house. So, it's like a Lego game where you could explore the galaxy. Except you don't move the camera. And you can fight against the evil forces of bad guys. So, you can play as your favorite characters in Lego. Oh. And we got the disc version of the game. And, well, that was a good Lego game I played. So, let's just head on to the next one. So, next up is the Wii U game, The Penguins of Madagascar. Yeah, and well, it's a single player game where you can stop Dave and his octopus for capturing all the penguins. You have to be elitists of the elite team to save the world. So we got the disc version of the game. And this one wearing a hat, holding a light bulb, and holding the fish. And well, this one is terrified. So that's it for the DreamWorks game. And now for the next one. So we have Rabbids Life for Nintendo Wii U. And we got another box upside down. And here's the disc version of the game. This is another silly thing I had. And we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up. And it's another fighting game. It's a 4-player game. You can play as your favorite characters to fight against an all-out brawl. Sorry about that. Here's a disc version of the game. And it's got 4 weapons. Such a classic game. And next up is Spooky, a dancing rhythm game. You can shake it, sing it, and create it. You know, when you play the game on a Wii remote, you can swing it left and right, or up and down. You can also use a nunchuck to move around. and use it as a microphone to sing it. Plus, it's got a microphone so you can sing it to your favorite songs. Well, obviously, this is the original box I got, so it doesn't come with a microphone. And here's a disc. It's all blue and shiny. You know, when I first played this game, I enjoyed it. And I surprised how they did it. So, let's just move on to the next one. So here we have Mario Kart 8 for Nintendo Wii U. And it's a racing game where you can play as your favorite characters with new items, and it's got steering features on the gamepad. It's similar to the Wii wheel. So here's the disc version of the game. So yeah, you can drive on walls and ceilings. So that's why it's got hover tires for it. So I enjoy it, and everybody loves it. And next up is Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Wii U. It's another fighting game. You can fight against your favorite Nintendo characters. And it's got an 8-player battle. Yeah, so many characters in this game. And we got this version. And it also includes 7 Wii remotes and a nunchuck. And it also got a Wii U Pro controller. And another controller for the Wii remote. And the GameCube controller adapter for the Nintendo GameCube controller. Plus it got an SD card in case you want to take photos of it. So that's all the information I said for this game. So let's just head on to the next one. So next up we have Super Mario Galaxy 2 for Nintendo Wii. It's another classic game. It's a galaxy adventure. You can play as Mario or Luigi. And you can ride on Yoshi. It's got new powers and some new adventures. You can explore the galaxy and collect stars. And we got this version of the game. And it's got the giant ship that's shaped like a Mario's head. Yeah, it's like a 2-player game. We can play as this star. Yeah, it will help you go on to your adventure. And next up we have Nintendo Life for Nintendo Wii U. Yeah, it's a new game where you can explore the whole new world of Nintendo. It's got some mini games, which includes 1 player, 1 versus 4 player, and 1 player and 4 player team up. Yeah, it's a 5-player game. That nobody has in this game, but I guess it's a simple thing you could play on the Wii U. So next one. So we got Puss in Boots for Nintendo Wii. Yeah, and here's this version of the game. So I don't have time to tell you the information for this game. So here's the next one. So we got Sonic Boom Rise to the Lyric. It's it's another adventure game where you can play with your favorite characters to fight against this guy to save the world. And here's this version of this game. Yeah, I beat the game, so no big deal. So here's the next one. So we got Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing for Nintendo Wii. And this is the original version of the Sonic racing game. Yeah, you can play as your favorite Sega characters and race around the different worlds of Sega. So here's the disc version. So if you like racing games, then I recommend play this game for some good memories. And we got Open Season. And sorry. Here's a disc version of the game. It's brown and it's got a yellow logo on it. Yeah, so shiny just like the other ones. So let's move on to the next one. We got Transformers Rise of the Darkspark. And it's a shooting game, so you could fight against the evil Decepticons in the shooting war. Yeah. There's a two worlds collide, and there's a world that's based on the game and the movie. So, here's the disc version of the game. So I hope you're not hate this game if this is the worst one. So let's just move on. So we got Just Dance 2014, and this is the old version of the game. So you could dance with the Wii remote to your favorite song, and it's got tons of songs. So here's the disc version of the game. So I never played it for a long time, so I know all the DLC is gone since the eShop shut down, so it sounds kind of sad when you brought this game for the Wii U. So let's just move on to the next one. We got Disney Infinity 2.0. And well, this is the Marvel version of this game, so sorry I had to get this box. Alright, here's the disc version. And you can see the Marvel logo right here. So it's a Bring Toys to Life game. So it's a classic. I hope you still have one of those so you can play them for nostalgic memories. And then we got Fast and Furious Showdown. Yeah, it's a racing game. And it's got some missions. And it's got shooting missions. Yeah, you can shoot bad guys. Yeah, it's got different cars and different mods. So you have to become part of the crew for the heist and mayhem. And we got this version of the game. Yeah. Obviously, I never played this game before, so I hope you guys played this. So I'm not sure what I can do in my life. So moving on. Next up, we have Rock Band for Nintendo Wii, and it's a Lego version of this game. Here's a disc version. Oh, and I also got Rock Band 2 for Nintendo Wii, so this is a disc version. Yeah. That's why I got two separate games for the Wii. So let's just move on. Oh, and by the way, before we move on to the next one, well, you can use the instruments to play on the song. You can play as guitar, drums, and even use the microphone to sing. Yeah. Plus, you can play as a bass. That is the same thing for a guitar. So, now let's just move on to the next one. Next up is Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga for Nintendo Wii. Another Wii game I play, so this is a disc version of this game. So, I like this game. Plus, it got a special character. So, I don't have time to explain, so moving on. Alright, so here are the Wii U games and the Wii games from the living room. And I'm sorry I had to move it to the living room because I need to break them out. So, let's just start with the first one. We got Skylanders Powers Adventures for Nintendo Wii. And it's the first Skylanders game I ever played. Actually, it was Skylanders Swap Force. I think it was the first game I played. So anyway, it's a Toys to Life game where you can bring Skylanders to life to save Skylands. Yeah. And we got this version of this game, so it's a classic. So next one. Next up is Skylanders Giants. It's the same thing for the first one. But you can play as a giant. You can lift a boulder and throw it. And use the chain to bring an island closer. So here's a disc for the game. Yeah. Another good one. And next up is a Wii U game, Skylander Swap Force. You can play as a Skylander, but you can swap abilities. He's as the same person on the top. And well, here's this version of the game. Started like it. Sorry about that. Alright, next up is Skylanders Trap Team for Nintendo Wii U. Sorry about that. Here's the disc version of this game. And that's all I can show you, so... Oh, this one is two different ones. Just hold on a second. Okay, I got two versions of these games out. We got Skylanders Superchargers for the Nintendo Wii U. You can drive through cars, boats, and planes. Plus, it's got some Nintendo exclusive characters. And it's got Donkey Kong on it. So, this is this version of this game. And on the Wii version, we got Skylanders Supercharger Racing. We got another exclusive character, Bowser. It's a different version of this game. And it's another racing game. Yeah. So, we got this version of this game. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's it. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you something about the trap team. You can play as the Skylander, but when you defeat a villain, well, you can trap them and play as them. Yeah, sorry I forgot to tell you about it. So move on to the next one. Next up is Skylander Imaginators, the last Skylander games in the history. You can create your own Imaginators and bring them to life. Plus, you can play as your favorite Skylanders and your favorite villains because they are playable as the Skylanders. Alright, so here's a disc for the game. And it looks cool. So now we get on to the last one. So this is Mario Kart Wii, the last game I had. So this is the Wii. So you can play as your favorite characters in a racing game. Plus you can play with the Wii wheel. Yeah, you can steer. It's like you're driving the car. So we got this version, it's all white, and we got two characters in the blue color. And I like this game because this one's a classic. Alright, that's the last game I had for the box, so let's just carry on to the digital games on the Wii U. So here we are in the Wii U menu. We got Super Mario Maker, Shantae Half Genie Hero, Mario Super Sluggers, and Super Mario 64. Well, I didn't buy this game, so the other guy bought it. So that's all the games I have for the Wii U. Okay, so those are the Wii games and the Wii U games I had. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't worry, I'm sure I'll show you the rest of the games, including the 3DS and the Switch. So make sure to subscribe my channel and make sure to hit a like. So I'll see you in the next video. And sorry I forgot those games. This is Wii Sport for the Wii. You can see the disc because it's blue. And this is Wii Sports Resort. You can also see the disc over there. So these two games are good.